We understand mistakes can happen. We all mess up. It's what we learn from our mistakes that matters. It's one thing to make a mistake. It's another thing to keep making it. As we strive to maintain accurate accounting records, your role in this is vital. Collecting and processing an average of $250 million a year, you are the heartbeat to our organization. With 6 offices, 1 customer service and processing center, and multiple departments, the accounting department has at most 15 recaps to post on a daily basis. To ensure timely input of all these recaps, we need to make sure mistakes are at a minimum. Of course, while striving for excellence, our goal is perfection, no mistakes. We understand. Life happens. Here are a few helpful tips to remember when preparing your recap paperwork. Make sure your date is correct. Remember, this is the date the work was processed, which is typically the workday prior to when you prepare your recap, unless you're preparing the high-speed recap. Be sure to select the correct location. Remember, we have 6 different locations, 1 customer service and processing center, and multiple departments, creating a whirlwind of activity. Make sure your state reports match the amount you input on the recap. This includes FRIVIS, FIDLess, hunting and fishing, birth certificates, and concealed weapons. Don't forget, there should be 2 files saved on the Office Files drive for your FRIVIS report, FRIVIS 1 and FRIVIS 2. In the event you have to void something prior to closing your batches, be sure to update and replace your sales tax report. Remember to include a report for hunting and fishing and birth certificates, even if there were no sales and your report reflects 0. If you have collected any homestead penalties, they should be recorded on the miscellaneous line with a comment. Keep in mind, just because something has been cashiered in miscellaneous does not mean it will be reported on the miscellaneous line on the recap. If you cashier an NSF in taxes, report the amount on the NSF line and include the customer name in the comments section. Also, the taxes receipt needs to be saved to your recap folder on the Office Files drive. If an NSF is collected and reported on the FRIVIS report, be sure to save the bad check insufficient funds clearance detail to your recap folder on the Office Files drive. If your recap reflects an amount on a line that warrants a comment, be sure to include one in the comments section. Please double check your comment for proper spelling and grammar. Remember, once the batches are closed in taxes, they cannot be reopened. If you have processed checks through Quick Deposit or IRD, make sure to report the amount in the IRD line on the recap. Also, this amount must match your Mercator or Quick Deposit report. Be sure to sign your recap. Keep in mind, by signing the recap, you are also responsible for all supporting documentation. Ensure all files are saved as PDF. Word, Excel, picture files are not acceptable. Take a look. Are all your files saved on the Office Files drive? Do any files show a 0 file size? If so, they will need to be replaced. Your work is a reflection of the OCTC. If you ever have any questions, just ask. We're happy to help. Take pride in what you do and go the extra step to make sure your recap is mistake-free. I appreciate each of your efforts at minimizing and eliminating mistakes, so together we can keep the accounting department looking like this and not this.